Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Rum and Cinema. Today we're going to look at Bugonia, Bugonia, not Begonia, in theaters now. As always, I'm joined by my guests Nate and Jake. Jake, how you living?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Really excited to talk about Bugonia. It was what I was expecting, but not at all what I was expecting. I changed my mind about how much I like the movie and my theory of the movie, and even what genre the movie is at multiple points throughout the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of all I've been thinking about since I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But granted, I did see it this morning.
So it's been a long 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good when a movie sticks like that. Speaking of sticks and stones, Nate. I don't know. Give it a shot. How you doing, bud?
Hard to recover from.
Tell me.
I'm good. Also excited. I feel like somewhat similar reaction to Jake. It was definitely not what I was expecting going in. And yeah, I'd say I changed how I felt about it as time went on. It's been about 24 hours, so yeah, excited to talk about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get into it. I'll do a little intro here. Bugonia, Yorgos Lanthimos' most recent film, starring his favorite lead, Emma Stone, and one of my favorite leads, Jesse Plemmons. We also see Aidan
Do you
Delbus.
think he'll ever make a movie without Emma Stone again?
No, he won't. Emma Stone will do whatever he says, and he will do whatever Emma Stone says. Emma Stone got her hair shaved on camera, and she shaved his head off camera on the same day.
Yeah, that's funny.
Pretty cute. We also see Aidan Delbus and Stavros Halkias in this movie, and a few scenes from Alicia Silverstone. Pretty cool. This movie is all about Jesse Plemons and Aidan Delbus' characters Teddy and Don. Teddy is a man who has lost a lot in recent years and found himself in a conspiracy theory rabbit hole. He has brought his cousin Don along for the ride and talked him into the conspiracy as well. The conspiracy revolves around Emma Stone's Michelle. She may seem to be a CEO of a local giant company, but to Teddy and Don, she's an alien. So let's start on the top. Jake, how many Andromedas out of 10 do you give this one?
So, overall, and having chewed on it for a little while, I'm definitely going to say I very much enjoyed this movie. I'm also going to say I would tell everyone to go watch this movie before you hear people talking about it.
1,000%.
Yeah, I think there's kind of, maybe some plot sensitive things that are just best experienced. So, do not proceed with this podcast until you have seen it.
Yes.
If you want to see it.
Yes.
That being said, I would probably rate this a strong 7 out of 10.
Cool.
And I would also caveat this movie. There are people that I would not recommend it to because there are some scenes that are hard to watch.
Okay, yeah, there are. Yep. I'm thinking of one in particular that was...
Yeah, really,
Woof.
I think just one. That was...
Yeah. I did not expect to see all that, but they did. All right, 7 out of 10. That's a good number. It's like right around where I think you had Fantastic Four, but below Superman probably, below Weapons maybe, right around there.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Maybe... Yeah, I think that's probably about... It's the right range for this movie.
Yeah. Top of the year, towards the top. Feeling good about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good call. Nate, Mr. Yorgos' biggest fan. This is your movie.
Yes, this is a Nate movie. What does Nate think?
What does Nate think?
Again, not that much to add. A strong 7 out of 10 for me as well. Without any spoilers, I would not recommend this movie to everyone. I think maybe even a little more strongly than Jake. There are people who I'm like, you wouldn't like this movie. It's not like taking my recommendation. I'm like, you would not like watching this.
Yeah.
It's a very it's like a tough watch compared to all the other uh, like Yorgos movies in particular. It doesn't have as much comedy. I think I texted you guys like I really liked it. I think it's weird that this is like pitched as a comedy. Like, I get where it's coming from as a very dark comedy, but like it's especially with the way the world is right now, I don't think it's very funny. I think it's very freaky and unpleasant to watch.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. Like it's a movie that makes you think, and it's got like a very interesting take on like the world as it is right now, which is only made more interesting by Jake pointing out that apparently this is a remake of a South Korean film. I don't know how new that movie is. I didn't look.
2004, 3, something like that. Yeah, 2002.
Early 2000s. Yeah.
Okay. So I to that I'll say like this remake feels timely and like too soon, like or too contemporaneous. So like in like 20 years when we've got through it, hopefully I think it'll be funnier.
That's fair.
But I really liked it. And yeah, I feel like I pretty much only recommend it to like I feel like I recommend it to less than half of people I know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But if you like it, you're gonna really like it, which is like a hallmark of Yorgos.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, again, just after, which when we talk about the plot of the movie later, that I assume the same scene that Ben's thinking that I said is really hard to watch. That kills any, because before then I would have called this like a dark comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And then since from that scene, I'm like, there's no, because they even tried a couple times to kind of make it like light again. And I'm like, this doesn't work.
Yeah. You can't turn that key and then make me laugh again very easily.
Yeah.
Although I did. So
yeah. This is a comedy in the same way that The Lobster is a comedy. But honestly, like, because The Lobster is like fucked, but like,
I haven't seen that yet.
The Lobster. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Lobster feels like a parody of cultural stuff that was like 15 or 20 years ago.
Sure.
And so it's kind of exactly that. Like, it's funny now, but like I think it would have been less funny at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very dark.
So I am a noted Yorgos Lanthimos hater. I thought Poor Things was too much of the same over and over and over. I thought Killing of the Sacred Deer was dumb and long. Favorite was okay. It's a little long. I'm not a big period piece person. That being said, this is my favorite movie of the year. I gave it a strong 8 out of 10.
Nice.
I put it above Weapons and just below Better Man. And the only reason it's below Better Man is because I think everyone should see Better Man. And like you guys said, I don't think everyone should see this movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought it was Jesse Plemons at his best, Emma Stone at her best. Whoever this Aiden Delbus guy is crushed it.
Yeah.
And the fact that they focused so intently on those three, and it was just like a series of conversations between two people who thought they had the upper hand and think that they're in control and think that they're right, arguing with each other, feels very like of the times and, internet culture. And it had me guessing every 12 minutes how it was going to go. And I think the ending can turn a lot of people off. I thought it was funny and good.
You mean the very, very
the
end?
very, very end.
That is a lot of the debate that I've seen since I was looking this movie up. There's a lot of people fighting about the ending. But I'm in that same boat. Yes. I would not have had it end any other way.
Nope.
Without having even seen what people are saying, anyone who has a problem with this ending needs to get over themselves.
Yeah, honestly.
That's the vibe I get from it.
Yeah. So we're going to go through a little bit of non-spoiler talk, and then we'll tell you a hard out when it's going to be spoilers. So first, let's talk about Jesse Plemons' performance. He plays Teddy, who is a conspiracy theorist. I like how the imagery they show, basically the story revolves around him and his cousin abducting Emma Stone's Michelle, because he is sure she's an alien. And the abduction scene is funny. Like, I laughed at that. It was very realistic. I thought it was like, it felt like it was going a little long, but I think it was like realistic for like, we see in the beginning how she's training and like can take care of herself, and he's kind of training too, but like not at the same level that she is.
Yes, the side by side showing of their prep is hilarious.
Like they're both doing yoga, but like she's got it like on a balcony, and then has like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu trainer, and he's just like, all right, do some jumping jacks with his cousin in this living room.
Yeah, they're doing like weird exercises with terrible form, and
it's one of the things I like about this movie is it says a lot without leaving you stranded anywhere, and also without putting it in your face too hard. Like it talks a lot about like wealth inequality, about like opioid crisis, about the way that businesses treat people, the way that worker bees, as we all are like shit on, apparently, essentially, not apparently, essentially, the way that like power can corrupt people. And it does all that really nicely and in a way that's very palatable to people. I feel like this is kind of the next step from Eddington is what this one feels like to me. It's like Eddington was all about the pandemic and like how people were, and this is like the next part. Like this is like the post-pandemic Eddington to me. Is like this is where we're at now, and this is how we're all acting.
Yeah, I like that. It's very, very contemporary in how it feels.
Yeah,
and
it's weird and good. And I wrote some fun facts down. At one point, Jesse Plemmons is riding his bike and listening to a conspiracy podcast about aliens. That is an actual podcast. Like they just ripped a real podcast and played it. And I think that was really interesting too. It made me like question. My whole life I've been like the internet should be free for everybody and like available to everybody. And after this movie, I was kind of like, maybe not. Maybe we should have some gates on the internet. But then there's like no real good way to like actually filter it out. So like it would never work. But yeah, part of me thinks the internet is a problem.
It's kind of just like you're gonna get this with all the freedom comes also this. But I think it does a really good job, which again is where I'm like, doesn't feel like a comedy. As we like describe the situations, I'm like chuckling more than I did in the movie because I felt so intensely in the movie.
Yes.
But they do a really good job of showing like it starts and you're like, oh, this guy's like a crazy, like your stereotype of a wacky like incel, and it shows it like that goes down a conspiracy theory rabbit hole, and it shows pretty like that there's a lot more going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, without like beating you over the head with it, but like you get more and more information as time goes on, and you realize what's really going on with him and what drove him to this point. I think it was really good at showing like, yes, the internet can do this to people, but like what we actually think of, like it takes more to drive you to that point. It felt it's so weird to say that this movie feels so realistic. Like you totally understand, like you totally believe that this guy would be in real life. Like I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often.
Yeah.
Like
I think you make a really good point about it being realistic, and I think it's kind of like what Weapons did, where the home was so disheveled it felt too messy to be anything but real. And that's how Jesse Plemons' house is like, oh yeah, no, he lives here. Like someone like this lives here.
Yeah. And yeah, I wanted to, like, as you were describing, the focus on the characters, like the scenes all being in the house, like nothing is out there. It really makes you sit with it and just like not distract you, like makes you just watch what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And everything felt like that touch of realism, like the kidnapping scene showing how it would like really go. Like, you know, the people are a little extreme, but it's a very realistic situation. Everything he does with the prep, with the kidnapping, every conversation, it's just like, this is how it would really go if you had this person driven to this edge.
Yeah.
And literally any CEO, like I fully believe any CEO, this is exactly how they behave.
Very much so. Yeah, like they've been through training for like how to get out of these situations. Like, oh yeah, I talk about this and I keep them talking, and
before the kidnapping, when it shows her like as the CEO, and she's like trying to explain to her secretary that you can people can leave at 5:30 now.
Yes.
But also not if they have work to do, but it's totally their choice. Just they need to remember that it's a business. Oh my God, that was perfect.
That was so real.
Saying it as she's like going around the office, Yeah, the
like
corpo
leaving at
speak gives me,
10:30.
like, PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It was like what Mountainhead wanted to do. Is what this movie did so well in like 5 lines. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Mountainhead and writing, the same writer as The Menu is this movie, Will Tracy. So I think a lot of that biting commentary comes through really well. He also wrote for the Last Week Tonight and a couple episodes of Succession. So very much in that realm of like Eat the Rich, which is perfect for this. He was actually pitched to write this movie by Ari Aster, who saw Save the Green Planet and sent it to him and was like, I think you would like to do a write-up of this. So, and Ari Aster's a producer on this movie. So it's like Ari Aster's in this, the guy from The Menu's in this, Yorgos is in this, and although Yorgos didn't write it, it still feels like a Yorgos movie. Like the visuals of like, there's a couple fisheye shots that are very Yorgos. The like dialogue heavy feels Yorgos as well. Like it's mostly a conversation movie. It's 4 days of conversating around how we're going to get through this situation. And I'm usually like, I'm pretty hit or miss on movies that tell you how long the movie's going to be as they're showing you the movie. Like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And you know like day 4 is going to be the payoff.
This was even a countdown, yeah.
Yeah. And this one did it in a way that was gripping still, and each day felt different, and there was like a new little twist every day, and I like that.
Yeah, that was the countdown felt like very stylistically Yorgos, and all of the sound in this movie. But like my thought came to, I laughed twice in this entire movie, and one of them was the like final day countdown because I was so tense, like I was so balled up in the theater. And I went by myself in the middle of the day at like 1, so there's no one else in the theater. And I was so tight that when it went dong, I actually jumped in my chair and then like laughed in like relief.
That's so good.
Because it scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it was wild.
I did appreciate how like they show the Earth every day, and every day it gets a little bit more flat earthy. That was cool.
Yeah. So the end when it was full flat Earth,
odd, and I didn't know why it looked odd until you just said that.
It was awesome. It had like the ice rim all the way around, like that's why you can't go off the edge, and like it was perfect conspiracy theory. People, it was great.
Yeah.
You spoke about the music. Here's some interesting facts about the music. Jerskin Fendrix did the music. He also did the music for Poor Things and Kinds of Kindness. For those 2 movies, he was given the script and told not to watch any of it. You can just read the script and you have to make the songs and stuff based on that. For this movie, he was given 4 words. That's it. They told him bees, basement, spaceship, and Emily Bald. He calls Emma Stone Emily. That's like her real name. That's all he got. And he came up with this score, and it is really good. The score is incredible.
Yeah.
It fits really well.
The score is very good, yes.
They do such a good job of making mundane moments tense. Like when he's biking to work or biking to his mom later on. Just the music that is so heavy on there. Like it could be just such a boring moment of him just biking, and it's like powerful moment. It's really well done. We're going to talk just a second about Emma Stone's performance, and then we're going to get into the spoilers because that's a big part of Emma Stone's performance. She is incredible in this. I could see her winning Best Actress pretty easily for her performance.
I could see both of the leads at I would be surprised if they didn't get nods, at least with nominations.
Yeah. The acting category is really hard this year. I think it's very deep. You have a Leo movie. You have The Rock in Smashing Machine. You have a Timothée Chalamet movie. Yeah. And I think you can do 5 or 6. So, but I totally agree. I think Jesse Plemons is the best acting I've seen this year from an lead actor. Emma Stone has to balance something that we'll talk about in a minute. And she does it so well in this movie that it keeps you guessing. Like, I would say 4 times in this movie, I switched on if I thought she was an alien or not.
It's funny because you first think about it really early on into the movie as like, oh, wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you just a couple times throughout, you're like, oh, maybe, and then you're like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Because she's she's trying to escape her kidnappers, right? And she knows that it seems apparent pretty early on that, okay, my best bet to get out of here is to convince them that I am an alien.
Right. Play the game. I'll hang out. We'll be fine. And there's some very funny moments in there. Like, he hands her a recording tape recorder, and says, all right, send a message to your emperor that we're going to come up to your ship and negotiate. And she records herself just saying, hey, I want to bring these guys up to negotiate. And he's like, you didn't even do it in your language, idiot. How am I supposed to, like, are you even trying? So good. So smart.
I think an actor playing someone who's good at acting a lot of times is really fun if they do it well.
Yes. And the opposite is fun too, like watching an actor be a bad actor, like on The Big Bang Theory when Amy Fairfowler and Sheldon are doing Fun with Flags, and they're like so rigid, and that's really fun too. But yeah, you're right. Watching someone like act as an actor is awesome.
The other thing that like really jumps out at me that's very similar is, what's that SNL sketch that just like blew up with Ariana Grande and the wedding party and they're singing?
Marcelo was in it, right?
Yeah.
Domingo or something.
The Domingos. Yeah, where they're. Yeah.
But the main thing that I appreciate out of that is like, watch that again, and how good is Ariana Grande at singing badly?
Yes. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how good her bad singing is.
Like, how do you do that? How do you such a control of your instrument? It's cool. All right, we're done talking about non-spoilers, so if you are interested in seeing this movie, we'll see you next time. Please go see it. Do not listen to this. Yeah, I think we have enough warning. So we're going to go pretty quick through the plot, but we're going to talk about it pretty in depth, I'm guessing, as we go. The main plot points are pretty simple, but there's a lot going on in between them. So Teddy gets Don in on the plan, which involves like chemical castration and like all these like irreversible things that's going on. And
yeah, when he brings up chemical castration for his cousin, and he's like, I already did it. You know, it's funny at first because, look at this conspiracy nut. And, you know, I know that it's like a kidnapping and it's a very serious thing, but it's honestly, for a while, it seems pretty lighthearted.
For sure.
But it's things like this that are like, oh no, these guys are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
That's what I mean about like, not enjoying immensely, but like not finding it funny. Like, as they're going through the initial prep, like you said, like the montage is kind of funny of watching them just be like goofy, like trying to like getting ready or whatever. But then, you like get these moments. They like sit down at dinner like every night leading up to them kidnapping her for like 3 nights. And those conversations are dark and sad and terrifying every single time. The cousin in particular, like we haven't touched, like clearly is some kind of
on the spectrum,
mental issue.
I would say.
On the spectrum.
So the actor is on the spectrum,
yes.
And this is his first like actual role. He has like one other thing, but this is like the first thing that he was pulled at. There's no way you saw the other thing he was in.
He did some like Los Angeles based sketch comedy stuff before, and yeah. But this is his first major role.
I must know. But so like he's playing that. So like it's clear like the cousin, Jesse Plemons' character, his cousin is like fully sincere and thinks he's helping him and like loves him, but he is just doing this is like, you know, bringing him into this like culty brain, like cult of one kind of thing.
Yeah, and it seems abusive.
Yes.
Yeah, and Adrian's character is like kind of asking him, like checking with him, be like, this isn't all right? And he's just like, oh no, it's good, man. Like, I love you. Like, we're good. And he's like, he's concerned about it. And he's like, this seems wrong. This seems off to me. And it was so sad. Every single scene watching it.
He can't help but think like, we're going too far. This isn't right. And then his cousin Teddy always like negates his fears by basically by dehumanizing, right?
Mhm.
He's like, oh no, they're not humans; these are aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he keeps like saying every time.
It.
God, I need the character names.
Don.
The cousin keeps saying
Teddy.
she. Don keeps saying she, and
Teddy
keeps saying it.
Yep.
Teddy keeps like just not even correcting, but just like referring as it whole time.
Yeah, almost like Teddy needs that to like reassure himself that he's right. Like I feel like that's a little bit of it, and then he also wants Don to not think about it because he knows he could lose Don in this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like as an ally, he knows he's the weak spot. Let's put it that way. In their team of two. So yeah, the moment where Don is talking about like, well, I want to be with somebody eventually is really sad, and it's like, oh man, he's like giving up his whole life for this. That's crazy. So then Teddy and Don take Michelle in a scene. So let me also say the trailers for this movie, unbelievable, perfect. Like, didn't give up too much.
Agree. One of the best trailers I've seen in years. It gets across the point of the plot. You know exactly what what to expect coming in, and it shows just the right amount. And it only picks from the beginning of the movies.
Yep. Here's the mystery.
Yeah,
go
doesn't
see
spoil
it.
anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's one thing that I knew because at one point it seemed like she was gonna get away, but I knew she wasn't because I'm like, oh, I still haven't seen her I still haven't seen her telling Dawn, this is wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
So I was like, okay, I know she's not gonna get away at this point.
Yeah,
that was the only time.
That's fair. So yeah, they take Michelle, they bring her to their basement, they hide her car, they chain her up, shave her head, put a bunch of antihistamine cream on her to help like negate her powers.
Yeah.
Something random out of I think it was an Emma Stone interview saying that the mask they wear being Rachel was not like a coincidence. It was originally in the script. It was something random, like some other actor or something, and she tells the story of Yorgos. Apparently, he's a big Friends fan,
big time,
and at one point was just like, "Wouldn't it be funny if the masks were characters from Friends?" And they're like, I guess, sure. Yorgos, if you say so. And he's like, they should both be Rachel. And that was the decision. He's just like out of the blue.
Creative genius. That's awesome. I thought in the trailer it was Emma Stone's face on the mask, but it wasn't. It was
just unclear a little bit.
Yeah.
Too quick.
Yeah.
So and we said something about how like the abduction scene goes on for a little while, but like, yeah, it's like it's a comedy of errors, like how bad it goes. They're so bad at it. Like you're like, how could they possibly? It even kind of goes with everything we were saying. Like they're so bad. They try to just grab her, and she has taken personal defense classes and beats the shit out of them, and is doing probably the first time ever in a movie exactly what you're like. She beats them handily, but then runs as hard as she can to get away from them, and is trying to get into her house, is trying to get into her car, and like progressively. And you're like, how are they possibly going to do this? And then it takes a dark turn again. They get up from like one of the struggles, and he's injected her with a tranquilizer, and like that's the only way they catch her. It's so
she was like on her way gone, and they weren't catching her. And then she like starts slowing down, and you're like, uh-oh. And then there's like a needle sticking out of her leg that they managed to get her with, but
planted.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, Dom was out from like 3 seconds in.
Yeah, he's
down for the count.
He got wrecked immediately.
Which will go to some comedy. His comedic timing was great. They're later when they're back at the house, and Teddy's like, "Oh, you did great," and John just said, "Did I?" Like the way he said it was so funny.
And him
like, I did not do great.
Him asking to go to the bathroom during the dinner scene too. I was cracking up at that.
Yeah,
I was so fun. Can I go? No.
Sure, yeah.
So Teddy and Don then get their chance to interrogate Michelle, and Teddy does it in a very funny, interesting way. He's like talking about the Geneva Conventions and like, even though you're not a human, I'm still going to abide by that because we're civil. And like, his whole plan is he thinks that the Andromedans, which is the type of alien that he thinks Emma Stone is are here to rid the planet of humans. And he wants to get on the spaceship to talk to the Emperor to make a deal for the human race to be saved. That's his whole goal. Like, very admirable, you know?
Yes, admirable, but again, it just shows how insane he is. Because again, you think, okay, say he's right, and these people are Andromedans, and they're, using technology and chemicals to enslave Earthling, and what he thinks he's going to go up and negotiate with the Emperor, like, So again,
the answer is like absolutely yes.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah,
and like
he has full faith in himself. He doesn't even realize that. Okay, even if you're right, your plan is absolutely batshit.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and he has like contingencies. Like he has thought of this and like thinks he is fully on top of it, and is like more on top of it than he should be, while still it being a total shit show.
He's obsessed over this for every second of every day for like multiple years. That's how much like he thought he put into this and how ready he is for different situations. Which, I mean, that's how people get. You know.
Can't wait till we get to my absolute favorite twist.
Here we go.
I just want to wait until we get there, even just for spoilers. But or like not even worried about spoiling. It's perfect when it happens, even when we're talking about it. But it's the best twist in the world.
So
Michelle, my number of this movie's going up as we talk. I think it would on a second watch. Honestly.
I think a second watch might be fun to see like if there are seeds. Like what do you see?
I think everything is put right in front of you. It's just whether you believe it or not.
Right.
Or whether you're willing to believe it. And it's like you said, like you go back and forth. It all hinges on Emma Stone's like delivery, her performance. Because Jesse is being completely straightforward with what he's saying. And the only thing that contributes to the twist is that we haven't seen everything that he's seen.
Yes, we start to see it, and then
they withhold information.
Yes. So they interrogate Michelle, and Michelle makes some inroads on escaping. She's like slowly getting her way out. And then Teddy does some tests. And the big test he does is an electric shock, which is hard to watch. It's very much like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And he shocks her to the point where like Dawn is pretty sure she's going to die. And Teddy's like still pushing himself to do it, but he seems kind of reluctant at some point, but he's like, nope, I got to find out. And he says
he's very much not enjoying it, but it is his mission to do this.
Yeah, he's like, I think he's questioning himself as it's happening, but he knows that he has to keep doing it.
Well, I'll also say this is, I feel like, where we start to see a little bit of cracks in because he is at once completely convinced that like he doesn't want to do this and he's just trying to save the human race. And also we'll come to learn that he actually like does have like a more personal reason. And he is, I think at second watch, one of the things you might appreciate more is he is actively holding himself back.
Yes.
And he kind of makes a couple moments where like it cracks, like the facade cracks just a teeny bit.
Throws a chair.
Yeah, and like you could see like whether that's like negotiation tactics or whatever. But I remembered in the very first interview, or maybe the second time he talks to her, because like you said, he's very professional at first. He's like they wear suits, which is like hilarious, and then like it's like seems silly, and then he gets down there and he gives this speech. Yeah, like he's citing the Geneva Convention and everything, and she's kind of like in disbelief and like trying to talk to him. And I think at the very end of that, he's just like, you need to appreciate like how civil I'm being, that I don't like gut you where you are. Like right now, like it turns for the first time where it turns your stomach. Of just like, oh fuck. It goes from being silly to being like so dark.
And like at the time, it feels like a hollow threat, but you find out later, it's absolutely not a hollow threat.
Well, that's what I mean. Like it didn't come across the hollow threat to me there. Like I think that for me felt like the facade cracking
Got it.
in the very first time, because he's basically saying, I would prefer to gut you like a fish, but I'm not, because I'm being a professional. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to do this the right way.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so dark.
Yeah.
And yeah, not criticizing like the story. There's really nothing much to say about these couple conversations in terms of plot, but like they are so good. Like Emma Stone just like being the CEO voice, like controlling the room. She's basically talking like in fake therapy speak and corporate, like, let's start a dialogue. Let's just
God.
like this
so many
blameless.
Let's start a
she said dialogue so many times. Like this trained corpo speak stuff that is like 100% real to like corporate culture.
And I'm sure like she's gone like
I was just gonna say, I was trying to remember when you said your first laugh in the movie. My first laugh was when she said, how about we diversify our speech?
That was so good.
Oh my
That
god,
was hilarious.
I did like chuckle at that.
Yeah.
I had a couple like laugh out loud moments in the theater.
Yeah.
It was a funny line though.
That was really good. I do think I wonder if they pulled from like actual CEO kidnapping training, because I would assume she's gone through it at some point.
I was gonna say this feels like trained, like a class that the CEOs take.
Yeah, if you're that high up, you know how to act if you're held for ransom or whatever. Like, you know the tactics, you know what to say, you know how people are gonna react. Like, she's right. The FBI's gonna be looking for me. Everybody's gonna be looking for me. You don't know who you got. Like,
yeah, that first speech is a little bit in the trailer, but where she's just like, this is what's going to happen. And she's like, and I'm not threatening you. I'm like giving you an objective assessment of what like I think is actually happening. It's so like, yeah,
she has the power. She feels like,
yeah.
And then he takes it right back, which is so cool to see that happen like a couple times. The biggest through point of this movie is like the worker bee, and the bees being like a big talking point of how like everyone will just abandon the queen and they all die off. And it's kind of like the whole eat the rich movement is like, if we stop feeding the rich, like they can't survive without us. Like, that's kind of, I think, what they're trying to get at with the bees part. And also how we are just a cog in this whole thing, and like if we don't do our part, it can all fall apart too. Like, do we want that? It's an interesting conversation that they have, and like they show that they basically work at like an Amazon warehouse factory. Jesse Plemons' character does, and he's like putting boxes together all day, and like it's when for her company.
He's working for her company.
Yeah,
that's another great little twist of the knife. Yeah. So I think one thing you reminded me, and I think it starts to come in here. I think the thing that the movie made me think about the most is like, whose side do you feel like you're on for this? Like, I mean, like the correct answer is neither of them, obviously.
Right.
But the whole just like, I feel like the alien metaphor for the CEO is such a thing where Jesse Plemons' character, Teddy is like pushed to the brink by this society that's our society, like our current society. He's just someone who's been chewed up and spit out by the system. And he is, throughout the whole movie, he like has these strong reactions where he's like calling her bullshit and she's talking reasonably. And I kept feeling myself getting lured in. And particularly the moments where he was like, oh, like when she gives the speech and he's like, oh man, that was effective. You got like my heart pounding.
Yeah.
Like showing she knows how to manipulate you and you're feeling on her side. Like she's the representation of our current civilized society. And he is like, fuck that. And it makes him seem unhinged, but also like, he's like, right.
Yes.
That this is fucked.
And he's also like, comes off as really well informed. Like he says all of her talking points. He basically like Slim Shadys her when they're talking about stuff. Like he's like, here's what you're going to say about what I just said. This. And that's exactly what she's going to say. Like,
yeah,
you have nothing against me. Yeah. We do find out.
Yeah, you can see how he'd get radicalized. Like, you know, he's like, I'm fucking, this is crazy. Like, why would I go along with this?
There are two personal backstory B stories to this movie. One is very, very minor. It's Stabby, the cop, used to babysit Jesse Plemons, and he keeps trying to apologize for something, and they get to it later on. And Teddy's mom is sick. We see her like in a bathtub with a bunch of needles at some point, and then we eventually see Michelle realizing that she recognizes who Teddy is. She sees like a garment that he has her after he finds out she's like the Emperor's blood. That's what the test showed. The electroshock, he found out that she took enough electroshocks to be like really high up in the Andromeda place. That was his test. Oh, she has Emperor blood in her.
Yeah.
So he now is like
Also
respectful.
hilarious.
Yeah. He like unchains her, super
when
respectful.
He, like, unchains her and is like, "Oh my god, Your Majesty, I'm so sorry.
I didn't realize who you were." Like, yeah.
In his logic world. Oh my god.
He's like all of a sudden like, I need to be civil, more civil, and like take care of her.
Yeah.
So he lets her out. She showers. She puts on some clothes that were Teddy's mom's, and she has this moment where she remembers giving a speech to Teddy and an empty like wheelchair with Teddy's mom floating up above. And it seems like the company that Emma Stone owns was doing some experimental testing on people that were addicted to opioids. And
yes,
Teddy's mom is one of them, and she is not recovering. I thought at the beginning she was dead.
Yep. I thought for quite a while that the mom was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And and because even when the mom gets brought up and
yes,
and Michelle says, she was your mom. He goes, "Is my mom?" And you think, well, he's crazy.
Yes, 100%.
Or just doesn't appreciate like the past tense. It didn't strike me. I agree. It didn't seem like that was like signaling she was alive.
No.
Yeah. The nature of the flashbacks when like to his mom. Also, again, it's letting you know he's like mentally unstable, mm-hmm. right? The flashbacks to his mom are surreal. Like you said, she's like floating up like balloons. She's in the tub with like these gigantic needles sticking out of her. And she sounds like a conspiracy nut too.
Yes.
Like training her young son in the ways of conspiracy.
Yep.
Yeah. So, so then it's like, okay, so even as a kid, that's the pull that I got from it when they, showed these flashbacks.
100%.
Again, even like her rant though is like, it's more anti-consumerist than conspiracy, but it's like that exact pipeline. Mm-hmm. Like she's basically saying like they pumped me full of chemicals and I got like addicted to them, and like don't let yourself be like get on this train or whatever,
Which is like what every social media app is doing right now. They're pumping you full of chemicals and getting you addicted. Like it's literally the same thing.
Yes, the line between technology and literal chemicals is very blurred in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of what they're talking about as literal chemicals are like, oh no, this is like technology.
Mm-hmm. It's what Jesse's addicted to also. He's addicted to his conspiracy theories on the internet, and he says the only
and then he like declares a detox essentially as part of the conspiracy or the mission,
except for research.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't do anything but research.
Just one thing noting, like with these surreal scenes, calling out like it's just great. Like this is another thing that feels Yorgo-y to me. Like the scene of her. So first she's floating out of the tub, which again you take as her dying. But like it seems like we find out she's in a coma. So like she like ascends or whatever. But then later when we're seeing the scene of Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle apologizing to him, like giving her, corporate speech, apologizing without actually accepting blame.
Mm-hmm. With her legal team all around her.
He's like tethered to her, like he's holding her like IV line and she's floating in the air like a balloon. And it's just like, it's really like haunting.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's just like a weight connected to him, but it's floating instead of like holding him down for some reason.
Yeah, and that's Alicia Silverstone's character, who, cool. Like, it was a face I recognized right away. I was like, oh, interesting. So, we have Stavi as the cop who feels bad about something he did to Jesse, or to Teddy's character, early on in his life. We have Teddy's mom, who we now know is alive, but we think she might be dead at this time. And then we have Teddy, Don, and Michelle at dinner. This is the one where Don keeps trying to go to the bathroom, and Teddy and Michelle are having an argument about his mom. That's how it starts. And it ends with them in a huge fight where Teddy finally breaks. His facade is gone, and he lashes out at her. Yes.
I think so. The conversation before it turns to their mom, I think, is a relevant one because they start bonding almost. It's the first time where they really find something in common. Seems like they're getting along. She notices he's a beekeeper, and I forget the term for
apiary?
A beekeeper. But
apiary, I think.
Apiary,
Yeah,
that's
that
it.
that's great.
Yeah.
So, he keeps bees. They're shown throughout the movie. Actually, in the very first scene of the movie, right, it opens up by talking about bees pollinating and everything. And again, just really more symbolism for the movie, right? Bees. It's these workers. They're devoted to their queen, but then they're also worried again about the technology and the chemicals because we have had that major scare about the bees were dying off.
Yep.
I forgot. I'm Googling right now. She tells him off that colony collapse disorder is recovering, and I was like, "Is that true?" 'Cause I don't know that that's true.
I remember
she said it with such authority.
I know. I read that it was correcting. It's getting better. I don't. I'm certainly not an expert in it, but my understanding was it is trending in the right direction.
Nice. Okay.
Wild.
So yeah, they bond.
Speak around 2011. What? That's seriously. This is a day of good news for the record. That's great.
Yep, we're doing okay.
Yay bees.
Yay bees.
So yeah, they share that bonding moment. They talk about bees. Then the conversation. See, at this point, I feel like that Michelle thought, okay, I've made enough positive goodwill. Now let me try my psychology again to try and get my way out of here.
Yeah. Okay. To be clear, as you're saying, bonding, which yes, bonding can be used as manipulation, but I read the scene 100% as her trying to ingratiate herself from the get, just seeing something and using her intelligence to rope him in essentially.
Yes.
And what you said, he's responding, she's saying all the right things, and he says at some point, I've said that exact thing before about her talking about why she admires bees or why she finds them fascinating.
I think she said that they were the best creature. Earth's best creation was bees.
Yeah. And he's just happy. But I love also you see the growing anger in him. She's trying to bond, but he thinks part of the alien conspiracy is that they're poisoning the bees to kill off humanity, and that her company specifically, because they did produce some chemical, it's a chemical manufacturing company that was potentially linked to CCD in this world. And so he thinks she's getting him on his side, and he's getting angrier and angrier because of the bees, which is what pushes him even further to the fight.
Standing up for the worker man, Yeah. And then they clash, and he leaps across the table at her, and they fight, and he chokes her to the point of killing her, basically. And Don gets him off. And then Michelle takes over, stabs Teddy in the arm, and looks like she's about to kill Teddy, and then Don whacks her in the back of the head with a shotgun and knocks her out.
Yeah.
And then
we glazed over. Don's been put in charge of a gun for the last day or so since her last escape attempt.
Yeah, he is always carrying a shotgun for the last 2 days. Yeah. So,
which is just a great moment of tension.
Oh.
I remember when I noticed that the gun is just leaning on the table on her side. They're sitting at dinner, and it's Michelle, Teddy, Don, and the gun is just right. It's sitting next to him on her side.
I didn't even notice that.
And I'm just I clocked it, and I'm just watching it the whole time.
Chekhov's.
Because I was trying to make a move.
And boy, did it go off. This is the part we were all talking about earlier, I think. So Teddy's cop buddy, Stavi, shows up. He said he was going to show up at some point, and Teddy was like, nah, I'm busy, come back later. But he shows up to Teddy's house and comes in and takes a look around, and Teddy's moving stuff to make sure that he doesn't see anything where Michelle's taken, because everybody's looking for her. She's the CEO of a company, and he's specifically looking for her, actually.
I want to mention here, so the first time that the cop shows up, he doesn't even talk about the case.
No.
Like, we know that he's looking for her, but he just stops Teddy to be like, oh, hey, kind of introduces that, like you said, that mystery of, I used to be the babysitter and something weird happened, and
not mysterious at all.
I know,
just not explicitly said.
Yeah, not explicitly said. I think from the first conversation, it's not like you have your suspicions, but I don't think it's like 100% obvious. The second conversation that they have, I'm like, oh, yikes.
Yeah. I mean, it makes your mind go there if you like, and then the second conversation confirms it.
Yes.
I will acknowledge only that I wasn't 100% sure, because as he was talking the second time, I was like, oh, or maybe it has something to do with Don, like that he like was just a bully and like fucked with him or something. And I could see that, but I was pretty sure from the get-go, and it was very... I don't remember what else... If they actually explicitly confirmed it, it just becomes clearer and clearer.
But he said he like never did it to another kid. Like, I just want you to know it was a one-time thing, and like
I was like,
and he said like, I didn't even like it. It was all about the power.
Yeah. That when he said it, that I didn't enjoy it. I feel like that was the strongest confirmation.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like, if you want to be naive, you could say it was bullying still, and everything still works. But no.
But so. He shows up again at this point, and he comes into the house, and this time he is there investigating this case. And true to the form of this movie in every other aspect, the whole time he's there, I was going back and forth between, does he actually suspect them and he's here because all of these pieces are starting to fit together, or is he this absolute clueless cop who's just trying to keep the conversation going because he's trying to talk to this kid that he used to babysit and now feels guilty about?
Mm-hmm.
And again, the same tug of war of, is he keeps asking just the right questions and saying, I see you got the chair tied down to the,
Yeah, you sure it's gonna go away?
Yeah, and and he's like, yeah, the CEO's cell phone pinged the tower, and well, it's funny you say that because we, have you seen this car? No. Oh, well, we saw this car on a stop, on a red light cam,
Yep.
So there's all of this information that for a while you think, and maybe it still is the case, right? Maybe he was there because he actually suspected them.
He could cross them in his mind. It's probably two birds with one stone. I can cross it off, and I can cross my guilt off at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, Michelle wakes up with Don in the basement. Michelle's tied up. Don's sitting with the shotgun, and she can hear rustling above. It's a cop with Teddy, and Michelle starts talking to Don about, we can still get you out of this. You're the innocent one. She's like talking him into letting her go. And he mentions it earlier. He kind of alludes to like, hey, I don't want to be on Earth anymore. I want to go on the spaceship and like get out of here. I have nothing for me here anymore. And
yeah, he thinks the plan is that they're going to like escape into space. And he's like bummed out when Jesse's like, oh, we're not going to. We're
coming back.
Go into space for like an hour, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, and he talks about being depressed and like, hey, ever since you took those shots, I've been feeling really sad and like angry. Have you been feeling that? And he's like, yeah.
Trying to talk to him about it. Yeah, it's heart wrenching every moment.
Yeah, and then Michelle finally thinks she has him talked into letting her go and going to the ship. She says, "Yeah, I'll take you to the ship, and we can get out of here." And then Don kind of looks at her with a smile and says, hey, just let Teddy know I'm sorry. And then he shoots himself in the head. and it is graphic, and it is surprising, and it is horrifying, and the cop and Teddy are outside by the bees, and he hears a shot, and then Teddy freaks out, as he would, throws the bees on the cop, starts beating him over the head with a shovel, and kills him too. So now Teddy is frantic.
Like the snap, the like turn was instant,
as if he's done it before.
Yeah. Yeah, we still didn't even suspect at this point, I would say.
Nope, it was some this is the most like this is the first big shock.
There's one line during the shock test where he says like I've never gone this high before.
Yes.
And Teddy's like, or Dom's like, before, and then it just, because of what's happening, it you blow past it.
Yep.
There was one more very early on when the very first conversation that they have with her, and she says something, and he goes, "That's what they all say." And it's subtle enough that you're like, okay, conspiracy nut, right? It's also it's like an idiom, right? Oh, that's what they all say.
Yeah, exactly.
But for a moment, I was like, "Is he done this before?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, when I mentioned you described the shot, like something I really appreciated in this movie is that there is really graphic and unpleasant stuff. This is the worst, but like it escalates. He slaps her at some point. The electric shock scene. We never see any violence on screen. Like when he slaps her, it cuts away.
True.
When he's doing the electric shock, you don't see her. You see the after effect. Like it lets your mind do the
thinking. The audio is pretty bad for the shock scene.
Oh,
very true.
Absolutely. I'm saying it's upsetting. But yeah, again with the shot, he puts the gun under his chin and then it cuts away.
Yep.
And she gets splashed with blood. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they do not show like
spits it out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
It's like second degree. Like all the grotesque stuff is like second degree.
Texas Chainsaw, I haven't seen it, but the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like lauded for doing that very well. They like none of the gore is like on screen; it's all off screen, which makes it more horrifying because it's whatever you can imagine. So it's whatever you imagine is the worst thing is. So everyone's is different. Everyone's is like, but also kind of the same. Like you've seen enough movies, you're like, okay, this is probably what a gunshot looks like, and you imagine.
Yeah, like it is both worse and also like protecting people who might like really be triggered by that.
Yes, 100%.
It's like I thought it with the slap and then it just kept going in a way that I think it's just like as respectful of your audience.
Yeah, we know what's happening.
You don't need to see someone's head get blown off.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do appreciate that. I didn't really think about that. It's a good point. So Michelle uses her toe to get the key out of Don's jacket, which was impressive, by the way. That was wild that she could do that. All that yoga worked out. And then
even she gets the key post, so because Teddy hears the shot, he comes down.
Oh, that's right. That's first.
We haven't seen that scene yet, so we got to talk about the scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was after.
He comes down and confronts her with Don, and he's gonna kill her.
Yes.
Like he's pointing the gun at her, and this is another one of the turns of like whether this is real or not. She's just like, I think she said like, you're right, I'm an alien, but like for real this time.
Yeah.
Because she has tried to say a couple times like, you're right, she's cooperating with it, being like, I'm an alien, and it kind of gets more and more serious. Like first time she's just like, okay, I'm an alien, I guess, and the second time she's like, yes, I'm from this, but like you said, he called her on her bullshit of like she's not speaking an alien language or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This time she comes out with the gun and the pressure is on, and she's just like, you're right about everything. Your mom was part of an experiment. We were trying to like manipulate their DNA, and like there's a cure. We can fix her.
Mm-hmm.
And tells him she has the cure for the experiment they're doing to her mom in the back of her car, disguised in an antifreeze jug.
Mm.
In which, for me, I want to know what you guys think. For me, I'm not buying it at this point.
No.
And so the horror of realizing that she is like tricking him into going and killing his mom.
Yeah.
That is what she is.
Yeah.
To escape. Which like in her position makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's so horrible.
Yeah, she was hoping.
So, like earlier, you said we don't really know who to root for in this movie. And I'm like, I think it's pretty clear that you root for her. Like, yeah, she's CEOs are bad. But I'm like, she's still the victim here, right?
Yeah.
This was the the first moment where I'm like, okay, that is, I don't know, like, where I stand morally on that.
Yeah.
She's doing it to try and escape what is now a very probably imminent death for her now that Dawn is dead. Like, there's no way she's surviving this.
He was the one keeping
unless
Teddy
she can
sane
escape.
towards
Yes.
yeah, he was the like.
Oh yeah, she very much knew too that Dom was like being the moderating.
Yeah.
I'll say for me, the whole time when I mentioned the rooting for part, like, yes, I agree. Like, she is objectively the victim in the situation. It's the her being sociopathic that you're just like also gives you the creeps. And it's just to be level-headed enough to make that plan, like off the top of her head to like make that plan, like 99% of people, and like this is the thing, like of like all CEO, you have to be a sociopath to be a CEO. Like, I would be crying at this point. Like, almost most people would crumble, especially with the gun pointed at them, and just beg for their lives. And instead, she comes up with a seemingly insane lie and like gets him to leave her alone again and like run off and potentially like try to trick him into like trapping by way of murdering his mom.
Right.
Like, who is already her victim.
Yes.
Like twice over her victim. And again, also so like plausible deniability, like the mom, we don't know what went on with that drug. Like, maybe it was legitimately, because it seemed to be something to help people be unaddicted to meth. Like, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, that it went
wrong. It was part of a medical trial, right? And in medical trials, people have adverse reactions, right? It's a very real thing.
I will point out,
but then also the way she apologized makes it seem like the company maybe was shady about it. Like, maybe they did it, but they pushed it too quickly. It seemed like she was trying to like avoid liability.
It was a lawyer apology for sure.
Exactly, a lawyer apology.
She did say later on, whether this is true or not, when Teddy comes back, she did say, "I was hoping you would get caught before you could even get to your mom."
Oh yeah,
but then you fucking killed her.
I 100%
believe lies
her.
are the best lies are rooted in truth. Like, I suppose we'll say like so he actually goes and kills his mom.
Yep.
Like, he injects her with antifreeze. It's probably the closest I've come to crying this year when he's like injecting it and like mumbling to himself and like being like, he's literally convincing himself. He's like, it's not antifreeze, and injecting her and just like, like, this is where he is. Like, he has no other choice but to do this because of what he believes, even though he like knows really kind of at the core that it's not true.
Yep. He's too far down.
He also knows his mom's not waking up.
Yep.
And it's he's so far into the conspiracy, but also like you have to think that he wouldn't just go do that, except his cousin just died.
Yes.
So not only is he so far into this conspiracy, but now he's just his only person in the whole world is just died. So he's desperate. So it had to be both of those things for him to believe that obvious lie and go inject his mom with antifreeze, right?
Except not, because we finally get to the best. This movie's like 9 out of 10. I don't know why I said 7. He goes back, and we don't know yet in the movie, but like, whatever. It's real. She's an alien.
Yeah.
He comes back, and so while he's gone killing his mom, she escapes and finds his like a back room that's kind of hidden in the basement, and finds that he's been doing experiments. And what we see are humans' heads in jars, meticulous notes, bodies. He's done this before many times. He's killed maybe a dozen or so people. And at this point in the movie, we still don't know if she's an alien or not. I'm leaning hard. I don't suspect at all that she's.
I think this is when this happens. I think this is the twist. I think, oh, he's done this a shit ton. He's a serial killer. Like,
the twist is he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
He's just like, this isn't his first rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
But we skip ahead a little bit from where we are. It's real. So he's not a conspiracy theory. He knows aliens are real because he's actually dissected and found a couple of the aliens.
Proven it.
He knows that they are aliens.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's completely still the antifreeze. He's like, he doesn't want to believe the lie, but he's not falling down some conspiracy rabbit hole. He knows she's an alien,
right?
And he's like taking a leap of faith that she's telling him the truth.
All of his he is the only one in this movie who never lies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he assumes that other people are doing the same. Yeah, Don, that's fair. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he didn't have to go to the bathroom.
Don doesn't know what's going on.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Don doesn't know.
Don's just following. He's just a yes man at this point. So Teddy and Michelle are at a crossroads when they get back. Michelle confronts him about the room. How many of them were Andromedan is what she says first. And I was like, huh.
Yes.
That's a weird little thing to say.
Yes, because like, you don't know, like, she seems like she's challenging him, like saying, you killed all these people and none of them were aliens.
Yes.
But with retrospect, she was legitimately asking him how many of them were Andromedans.
From the moment she opens that layer, there's probably 4 or 5 times I switch back and forth on what the answer to this movie is. It's 100%. So good. It's so good.
I'll say, the fact that she saw the room and then didn't try to escape. She then just waits for him in the basement. So from then I was like, oh my God, she is an alien.
Oh wow.
But you're right. It still switches back and forth many times until the end of the movie.
I took it as her trying to get him caught. Like she's going to bring him. We find out later she brings him to her office and she just sits in there with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, she's going to get him caught. That's her plan.
I never once thought, I didn't think she was an alien the whole time. I was like, when he's pointing a gun at her, the closest I had some like little wavering, or I'm like, is she not scared of the gun because like it won't hurt her? I don't know. But like, I never fully went over to like flipping to like, I think she's an alien. I thought she was just a full-on sociopath, like control of the situation. I thought she was just being brilliant.
Yeah.
With her acting when he comes back, because she completely takes, he comes down, he's pointing the gun at her. She says how many were Andromedans, and then he's just like. She's like, you fucking idiot. And she's making it seem like something like he's bringing down the wrath of like the alien empire, essentially.
Yeah.
Is for like the way she's making it sound. And she goes on this rant, this long monologue about how basically tells what actually has happened. Like that it's actually a real conspiracy theory. They made humans and there was a golden era and then it all went wrong and humans fucked themselves up and basically like she's contemptuous and she's like, some of us wanted to eliminate you, but we're trying to fix you and all this stuff. It's just absolutely wild.
And again, though, she's doing such a good job of it that, and you know, she's shown herself as the CEO trying to escape. Right? Is this another of her stories?
Right. Because
she's so good at it.
She was in that layer a long time. Did she read up on one of his stories and say, here, I'm just going to regurgitate to you?
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you what you're writing
down.
Yeah,
because now she's had time to come up with a story.
And it's a brilliant little like conspiracy theory thing to like be like, you were right about some stuff, but not everything. And here's the actual truth with authority. And like, he's like, basically like, no, I don't believe you at first. But she's like, this is what's happening. Like, are you fucking dumb? Like, I'm telling you what actually happened.
Yeah, I'm no longer fucking.
And it like confirms what he thinks, but like also not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and he has to keep listening. He cannot shoot her because she's telling him this history that he wants to hear.
Yep. He's getting everything confirmed. So Michelle brings Teddy to work in her car, just shows up as if nothing happened. Hey, how are you? She's limping because he whacked her in the knee with a gun. And they go into her office.
The funniest part of this is the most comedy part of the movie for me.
Hey, I'm good. Can you let me in? Just let me in. Let me in.
Just limping through the office.
Hey guys, how are you? Act like nothing happened.
I feel like nothing happens. They pull up, like it's like kind of heisty thing with the security guard, and he opens the door. They have, they have, shit. I keep losing names. Cousin's body,
Don.
in the back. Don's body in the back of the Range Rover, and she gives the keys to her valet. And I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's like, I'll get away with it.
Yeah, he has tucked a shotgun down the leg of his pants
after getting out of the car.
I was laughing.
Yeah,
where I was laughing. Yeah, he gets out of the car and it's just like,
and again throughout this, as soon as they pull up, I'm like, okay, obviously they're gonna call the police, and that's how this is, you know. So I'm like, okay, she is human. She convinced him, okay, I'm an alien, but we got to go to my office for me to take you to my spaceship. Yep. And that was her plan. And I'm like, brilliant.
Yes.
But then I was so shocked because I'm like, they park and he gets out of the car. And I'm like, oh my God, she could just drive off.
Mm-hmm. But she doesn't.
Because they park, he gets out of the car, she could gun it, and she's gone.
Yep.
And now he's just stuck in front of her corporate headquarters with all the security.
Uh-huh.
But nope, she gets out of the car too. And you know.
So I was sure that she was setting him up to get arrested. They went into her office. Yeah. They said, hey, I have to beam you up to the ship, but I have to like communicate with her first. And she gets out this very ornate box. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then she gets out like a stupid calculator. I was like, oh my God. Is she fucking with him? Like, why would she have that calculator in that box? What is the point of that? It's just like her first calculator or something. Yeah. Like, what is... And she's like, I have to do a 53 number sequence. It's so well done. It's like, okay, so she puts in this 53 number sequence, and he reveals that he has a contingency plan. He has C4 explosives strapped to him. And he's like, if you bring me up there and you just leave me, I'm going to blow up the ship. Like, I need to make sure that I have it. And she's like, oh, how smart. Like, what a good guy. She's like shocked and scared. But she's like, yeah, that's really smart. They'll appreciate that. So she says he has to get into her closet, and she'll hit this button, and then he'll get sent up to the spaceship. And the moment where my theater laughed the loudest is when his explosion goes off and his head hits her in the head. That is when my theater cracked up laughing. And I was like, that's really good.
That was the second laugh for me. I laughed out loud in the theater when she got clawed.
So funny. And I thought it was also interesting that she double checked that he died. He's dead, right? We see her eventually. She's like in an ambulance getting hauled off.
I thought that was odd. Dead, yeah. Right? Yep. So he explodes. The police come. They're taking her away in an ambulance. And that's what her concern. She's like, did he die? So and I'm like, what?
2 minutes later, I think I figured it out. I think she was worried that he actually did teleport up. And maybe she like misread it or didn't know something about it, or I don't know, but the head should have given her.
She got knocked out by the head. Like, from her perspective, there was an explosion and she got hit in the head and then passed out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how similar their biology is, but she's presumably concussed.
That's true. So she's in the ambulance.
Even that's so good. Like, when she gets him in there and she's like, okay, one, and she starts like backing away, and you're like, this is what you would expect. Like, she's trying to set him up. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and nothing's gonna happen.
I thought she was gonna run out the office or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I thought she was just gonna do a countdown and then sprint out of the office. And
yeah, in retrospect, she was, I guess, nervous about the explosives and the teleporter. Like, how the explosives were going to interact with the teleporter for real.
Yep. Is it the Fly, but with explosives and a man? Like, just becomes fused?
Right. Like, is it just going to set off? And like, did she set off the bomb did the teleporter set off the bomb?
Right.
Or did it just misfire?
Yeah. So she's in the ambulance getting taken away, and they're like telling her, yeah, he's dead. And then she is like, okay. And then just starts like taking all the tubes off. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And she just like barefoot jumps out of the ambulance while it's moving, runs straight to her old office. And we see that the lunar eclipse is starting, which he said is like the time when they can teleport because it's like the ship is concealed. Like, people won't look up and see it. She sprints to her office, goes into the closet. She's like, oh, I just forgot something. I need to do something real quick. And fucking teleports to a goddamn spaceship that looks exactly like the one that he drew. And I could hear the theater buy into it, and I thought that was so cool, because if you don't buy into that ending, you fucking hate this movie so bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's an alien. And he was right. She's an emperor. they're gonna kill all the people, and they do at the end. And that's what we see is 3 minutes of people just dead lying on the ground.
And it crazy because so she gets teleported up, and they're like, "Oh my god, where have you been?" She's like, "Sorry, they shaved my head. I couldn't contact you."
Exactly what they said.
They're like, what?
And all these people are like in
God
wool
damn
suits with like big long hair.
Yeah, a very hair-based society.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. They took time to show everyone, and everyone's hair is like glorious. It's different races and ethnicities,
Yes.
and people with long hair in their different glories. It was
It's
so good.
And then the very, very ending, which I thought was a nice little treat, was Earth kept moving. Like, we are insignificant as people, which I thought is, bleak and depressing, but also is kind of like relief for me as the person who's anxious. Is like, yeah, our existence is here.
Yeah, so she's up there, she's the emperor. She says, all right, it was a failed experiment. They popped this bubble, which is very I don't know, very cool choice to have it be that easy. Right?
Yeah.
We're literally just an experiment. Yep, experiment's over. Pops this bubble, and everyone just instantly and silently dies. And then, like you said, they have a montage, and they're just showing a kind of a long montage,
very long,
just scene after
nice
scene
and long.
after scene of crowded places and empty places and a couple mid-sex, right? Just this huge variety, and just everybody's dead, as if everybody in the world had just dropped dead instantly.
Yep, it's crazy.
And then concludes with
bees.
What the movie started with: bees pollinating.
God, I love a good bookend. I love a good bookend. It's nice.
That song was stuck in my head for the rest of all day yesterday. I can't even remember now, but it was like it was an earworm for a sec when they were just like, it was like, where have all the trash? What was it?
Something like that. Where have all the people gone or something?
Jake, you just watch it.
I don't. The song that was stuck in my head is the one she's singing in the car.
Oh yeah, Chapel Roan.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Good luck, babe.
I saw as I was like scrolling reviews, a random Chapel Roan's name caught my eye. So someone else is with you on that one.
Hell yeah.
But it was just like what would you mean, like Simon and Garfunkel-y song?
Yeah.
It's just like, where have all the flowers?
Like
and
a folk,
the trash?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a folk song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Bugonia.
The ending, I would say I love, like, when you said that it was like really bleak, but also reassuring to you. I remember as it was going on, I was just like, I don't know, with how the world feels, I was like, yeah, it feels right. And then as I sat there and watched it like by myself for 4 minutes, this like montage, I actually got like a weird uplifting feeling of being like, I think the world's better with people in it, actually.
Yes.
As it went on, and like the scenes and showing the people, like I came away saying like, I hope we figure it out, because like I think it's better for people to be in the world than not to be in the world.
Oh, that's nice.
It's the most hopeful thing you've ever said.
I was
going to
say,
podcast.
yeah.
I'm saying that's what this. I need to see literally everyone on Earth die to be like, I think it's better.
There's a couple good ones out there.
Exactly.
You know what?
It was like random scenes. I was like, like
do another Iron Man.
Like the hospital mid surgery.
Oh my god.
Just like the pumping blood. Yeah.
Anything that shows that we're just robots is don't get me.
I am going to buy this movie on Blu-ray when it comes out. Unbelievable. I won't watch it that often, but I think I will. It's one I would put on for like my friends.
Yeah, you can't casually watch this movie, but I want to watch it again now, knowing that she is an alien.
Yep.
And knowing that he knows.
Yes.
Right. And again, we started by talking about how great their acting is, and this is why. Because she was an alien the whole time, pretending to be a CEO that was pretending to be an alien, right? And he was this conspiracy nut that knew he was right in a world where he's the only person who knows he's right. But he knew.
And everyone else.
It wasn't just, yes.
Oh, yeah. So good. Bugonia.
Yeah, and he can't all testament also to the writing, but all the performance, that he can't give away that it's actually real. He can't be confident, and he's not, because he's also does have all these real issues that like make him just a little mentally unstable.
Well, and
while
he's
trying to deal with this. And
he
he's
is
very
a
stressed.
serial killer.
Yeah, that's true.
He
got it wrong.
He killed a lot of people.
He did,
and he found two of them happened to be aliens, but he was. It clearly implies he killed a lot of humans,
he was wrong
thinking they were aliens.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't even know if he was wrong when he says like you can just tell at this point. Like if I think it's more like he actually did figure it out, but he was willing to kill people to hone that sense, the theory.
Again, that one I loved because at the start, that's like one of the first funny things when it's still like a kooky comedy. It is this conspiracy nut, and he's explaining to Donnie how you can tell that that she's an alien. He's like, oh, the shin is a little long, and
narrow feet.
Yeah, I felt a little
narrow feet,
narrow feet, partially attached earlobes, and I was like, that's actually Emma Stone. What are you doing?
Yeah,
don't talk about
buggy eyes.
Overbite. Yeah.
Slight overbite.
I was like, what the fuck, man?
That was unbelievable.
Like, I know she's on board, but I was like, my first thought of that scene was like, that's mean.
That's a lot. You're really going after it.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's one too many roasts.
Do you think that Chapel Roan is an alien?
No.
In the Bugonia universe.
Oh, yes.
I'm glad you clarified.
Because that was an easy answer the first time. Second time, yes, I do think she is. Yeah.
I think that in this universe, it's got to be like everyone in power.
Yeah.
Like it's the actual lizard people conspiracy, or like at least one person in every important world government and company.
One of Billie Eilish.
Only people with big, beautiful hair, though.
True. Oh,
so that's and she's listening to Chapel Roan. That's why I think Chapel Roan's an alien.
Only one of Charli XCX, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, and Chapel Roan are aliens. I think only one of them. It's up to you to decide.
They need someone in each part of
the music sphere. Man, I think you're right, Nate. It's better than I thought coming into this. The more we talk about it, the more I like it.
I agree. The more we talked about it, the more I'm like...
the more you talk about a movie, the more you like it.
Yeah. There's like stuff I didn't even realize. So
I think seeing this by myself made me like it a little less. Both generally, obviously, like you feel it more. I felt very tense and uncomfortable for a lot of it, which I would have anyway, but like there's no release. And then also personally, usually when I watch something like this, Taylor's reacting so much more strongly than I am that it like for me.
Yeah.
I would look over and just see her just being like this, and it makes it more enjoyable for me.
Right, that's fair.
So the electrocution scene.
Oof.
So a big hint for that she is an alien. The radio is battery powered. The radio is not plugged in.
Oh shit.
Oh.
So as it's showing, they're increasing the electricity that they're pulsing through her, and all the electronics in the house start bugging out. Well, yeah, it's because they're drawing crazy electricity from the grid on this rickety old house. The radio starts going wonky too, but that's a battery radio.
Oh shit. A good shout.
She got some weird body stuff going on.
Damn.
Yeah.
There was a moment too when Don's pointing the gun at her that the camera kind of goes like whoop, whoop, a little bit, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, when it's like the final scene of her trying to talk him down and he's pointing the gun directly at her. It can read as just like, because Teddy talks about like not letting her affect him with her psychic energy, and like you can read it as just like, I don't know, that could happen in a movie, like a stylistic choice.
Lens flare,
like showing, how. Well, like specifically, I think it was showing like the conflict that he was experiencing, like the confusion and like the
squeeze,
unsettledness.
Yeah,
but like, legitimately, it's probably like her psychic alien powers.
Teddy was right.
Which is just like power of persuasion. It's not like controlling.
No, it's just like she read how to win people, how to
control your neurons with speech.
Yeah,
which is just describing speech.
Honestly,
it's just like the voice in Dune.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
like it's the voice of Dune. It's just like he's like saying you can affect other people's brains by talking to them, and if you're really good at it, you can control them.
Oh, he hates Dune. He's so wrong.
Can't wait for Dune 3, right, Nate?
Ooh.
You know, I'll still give it a chance.
Give it
No, you
a
won't.
chance. I gave Yorgos a chance, and it
I
paid
want to
off.
like it.
This is the best Yorgos film, and it's not even close.
100%.
I think I agree with that.
You were only hesitating because Emma Stone wasn't naked.
No. I'm saying, like, Poor Things, yeah. I like the comedy in Poor Things, but it's even less for everyone. Like,
yeah,
it's very dry. It's very, like, I get that. I get why someone wouldn't like it. Like, I also wouldn't recommend it to most people.
Yeah.
But also, it's like with Weapons. This movie, what makes it objectively better is the construction of this movie. It's so brilliant. Like, Poor Things is just great because, like, the funny dialogue is fun, but like the story, whatever. This movie is so tight and like keeping you on your toes and keeping you engaged and says so much. Like, it is the best film by Yorgos that I've seen. I remember there's a trailer for there's a movie I haven't seen yet, Dogtooth.
Yeah.
It was playing and I watched a trailer for it and I was like, fuck it, like this. I feel like he's like tuning he's getting more approachable, to be clear, with every movie. He was a fucking freak from the beginning.
Yeah.
Dogtooth, if you don't know, like it's a movie about this family where the parents are like super reclusive. They won't let their kids go out in society at all. He basically tells them like, you'll die, like society will murder the kids. And they're like teenagers. And it's just them locked in this house trying to like deal with like wanting to be a part of, like, wanting to know what's going on in society, and a bunch of fucked up shit happens, basically.
Nice.
It's just another insanely dark. I haven't even seen it. I saw a trailer and I was like, well, can't go to that with Taylor, so I gotta find time to go see it myself.
That sounds like 2009 or 2011 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of his first, and this is similar. It's just he's gotten, better at, I don't know, or maybe just like the different topics. I feel like he'd still do Dogtooth, but
yeah.
But getting better at like presenting it though.
Yeah. Let's look at some Letterboxd reviews. Stavi, the cop, is the number one review. It says the guy who plays the cop is really sexy. Love that. Love that for Stavi. Scarily realistic representation of what Thanksgiving feels like for families with mixed political affiliations.
Okay, and this is what I meant. Again, talking with you guys made me like find it funnier and enjoyable too. Again, watching it by myself, my whole thing was, it was just too real. Like, I was like, I completely believe that this could happen, and it bums me out. Was my first reaction to the movie for the most part.
I agree.
I was like, this is going to trigger it. Someone's going to kidnap a CEO now to prove that they're an alien.
Right.
Because this movie proved it to them.
So hold on. Do you think that she decided to end humanity because of this experience?
No.
I think so.
And then is it because, okay, she was kidnapped and tortured and this and that, or is it because they're getting too close?
Oh, the second one makes sense to me. She's like cutting and running for everyone's safety.
As I think about it, I think we don't know enough about her true character to know what her motivation was. Because we see the scene, we didn't like talk about, like, there's I can't think. I was trying to say like protracted, but that's not quite right. But a long scene of them talking in an alien language, and as I'm like replaying it in my head, I'm like, it feels like a corporate boardroom talk. Because she's like, they're like, we regret what happened to you, and she's like, we all have regrets. And it's all in this weird alien grammar, but like it kind of feels like more corporate bullshit. And but her reasoning, she says like humanity is too far gone. And I think it's my first reaction, like, it's from this experience. She's like, they're trying to decide, like, humanity fucked themselves up is like the real story. If she's telling them like we were in a golden age and they genetically engineered themselves to make themselves more powerful so that they could be on par with the Andromedans, and it made them violent and evil, essentially. And I took it, her thing is saying like, this experience proved that humanity is too far gone to save, and we should just give up. But we don't know enough about her character. Like, it could just be a personal vendetta. She's like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess he's dead, but like, fuck humanity because they did this to me. We don't know.
There's also, what's interesting is they mention that they ask how many subjects are left. And they said 2. Really odd thing to leave in a movie that's this tight.
True.
So I did see somebody say that the 2 people were Ted and Donnie.
They were the 2. I thought it was the people getting the experimental drug, the opioid people.
Yeah.
I think
that's what it was just one that I had read.
That's interesting.
Well, she said we have clinical trials. She said we have trials all over the world, and your mom was just one of dozens. She says that to him.
But she could be lying.
And then when she asked, they say, well, yeah, she could be lying. But like, there's no reason to think she's lying, honestly, about this part.
That's fair.
And then when she's talking to the aliens, there's absolutely no reason to think she's lying. And she says how many experiments are left. She's been out of the loop for, I don't know, a decade or something.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's just getting a status report, and they're like, there's only 2 that haven't died or whatever. And they say the chances of success are basically 0. So they're saying like, if the experiment didn't work out, it wasn't going to save anyone.
Interesting.
And by save here, again, if we're taking her at her word, she means metamorphosize their entire genome to make them more like the golden age humans again.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they were trying to do.
Nice. I love it.
Emma Stone listening to Chapel Road in the G-Wagon does something to me.
Indestructibly perfect use of Chapel Road's Good Luck, Babe. Starting a dialogue is all it takes. What guys do instead of therapy. And then my personal favorite, Jesse Plemmons is so good at playing the neighborhood weirdo that I genuinely believe that's just him in real life.
Also in that Emma Stone interview, she said Jesse went a little method and like wasn't cleaning himself, like wasn't showering, and like got really into it.
Gross.
For the scene. Yeah,
it's too bad.
So,
like he's always just like this grungy, gross looking.
Yeah, because like,
you know what? The long hair.
Think of him, it will be this movie, but before this, it was Todd from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Meth Damon, baby.
Oh yeah.
Meth.
I think of Game Night mostly.
Yep.
Even though I saw him in Breaking Bad first, I loved him in that role so much.
That line he delivers is so funny.
He's dirty and grungy in this movie, but he lost a little weight, and like the long hair, it's like it wasn't bad. I could see him being a leading man.
Yeah, like he got cleaned up during COVID kind of look, you know? Like, yeah, I had some time to myself.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, that was Bugonia. We'll be right back with a 1997 movie draft. 1997. A year that saw The Simpsons reach 167 episodes, the most for an animated series at the time. NBC showed Schindler's List with no commercials and completely uncensored to 65 million people. The Crocodile Hunter, Steve Irwin, makes his debut. Princess Diana passes away. And the first set of septuplets to survive birth were born in Des Moines, Iowa. All that and some pretty solid movies came out. Today we look at the movies of 1997, and we each draft our slate to figure out who can make the best 1997 movie list. Gentlemen?
Did you pick this because it's the year The Fifth Element came out?
No, it just happened to be. I googled best Academy Award years, and this was like 4th or 5th, and I was like, all right, we'll try it.
Okay.
And I didn't think we'd done it yet, so we're done.
And Perfect Blue.
Uh-huh.
A little something for everyone.
Princess Mononoke. All right.
Mononoke is 97?
Mm-hmm.
hadn't come up yet.
All right, Jake and Nate,
there it is.
you guys get to answer the trivia question because I have to look at the answer with our Bugonia talk. I need you to tell me closest. You can go over, but just the closest. How many bees are in an average beehive? How many bees in an average beehive?
This dude is counting bees in his mind palace.
I know, he's just like, well, the first layer, there's probably 10 million worker bees, and then you have the queen bees, that's one. And then the eggs count, because I think if it's in a red state, the eggs do count, but if it's in a blue state, the eggs don't count. So we'll leave them out of it. All right, hang on. Don't say your answer yet. Jake, do you have your answer?
I actually want to know, is it adult bees? Or is it adult bees?
I just did, how many bees are there in a hive? That's all I put.
Okay. But does the answer say anything about
you're overthinking it.
Yeah, you're really
I
overthinking
need to know.
Whoever thinks the least gets these right. I want you to know that. Do you have your number, Nate?
Well, I'll stick with my answer.
I've already won.
Jake, you got your number?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
1,200.
Jake said 1,200. What did Nate say?
3,000.
It is 20 to 80,000 bees.
Jesus
With
Christ.
the average being 60,000. Yeah, a typical honeybee hive houses anywhere from 20 to 80,000 bees at a time. That's crazy.
Bullshit.
It was AI, but I looked at the
Googling,
cited
that
sources,
seems...
and it was that too. All right, Nate, do you want to go first, second, or third? In this, the year of our Lord, 1997. First. Who's going second? Me or Jake?
Oh, you gotta pick that too?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll give Jake the middle.
Okay, I'll take the
I'm tired
anchor.
of Jake winning. I feel like that's the worst.
So we have the categories in order are box office, Academy Award wins, Academy Award nominees, Letterboxd review, IMDb top 250, Letterboxd review count high, and then the Letterboxd review low. Okay. Nate, you're first. Box office. There's one choice and one choice only for 1997. All right, thanks. Titanic.
Yep.
You took it.
That's why I took first. It's not Titanic.
Automatic 3 points for Nate.
I want at least 3 points.
That's a great choice. I'm trying to go for second. I'm gonna go Men in Black. That feels like it probably did pretty well.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, sorry, you're
the
second.
One
Yep.
going
Yeah,
second.
you're my bad.
That was my pick.
All right, good
I
choice.
want you to know that was my pick.
Take
Yes.
Men in Black. That's a good choice. So I get 2 in a row. So I get to pick Academy Award nominee wins.
The Titanic pick also really throws off Academy Award.
It
wins,
nukes Academy Award everything. Yeah, for sure.
I felt bad, but
I'm gonna take for. God, is there like a Disney movie that came out? Flubber, but I don't think that did that well. Hercules, that probably did pretty well.
That was my.
I mean, I'm shooting for
my other one that I was weighing.
I need to try to pinhole between Men in Black and Titanic, so I'll go Hercules, just because kids movies. Academy Award wins. I'm gonna go with Good Will Hunting. I think it probably had more nominees, but I think it's the only one I can think of that has a win, so I'll go with that. Jake. Academy Award nominees. Sorry,
Okay.
wins.
Academy Award wins. Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like prestige films other than like Titanic, because the Titanic like ran the table, which is tough.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Huh? What'd you say?
No, I said Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh yeah, dude, that's number 1 on my list. Starship Troopers, you know that one a bunch. The game is pretty good. I did like the game. Event Horizon's in there.
I don't know the game.
Jurassic Park: The Lost World. It's good. Corey showed me it one time, and it was a really good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Boogie Nights.
That's a good choice. Paul Thomas Anderson. Nate, give me your wins and then your nominees, please.
Yeah. I don't know if this did anything, but I don't have any other. I'm gonna go with Contact.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, I know it's a good. I like the movie. I don't know if it did. I maybe didn't do well in awards, but
I mean,
we'll see.
it's a Robert Zemeckis movie. I think a producer was Spielberg, if I remember right. You can
Also, listening to the What Went Wrong podcast, learning about like
Oh, it
the
wasn't Spielberg.
Spielberg, Lucas, Zemeckis,
Mm.
like how they just like made movies back in the day. It's like how it was just like they were like friends and they were like, that seems like a cool movie, and they're
Yeah.
just like making shit.
There
Like
you go.
after they made a couple of hits, they just like were able to do whatever the hell they wanted.
Sure. Yeah, like Lost
it's
World,
wild.
Jurassic Park. Here you go. Spielberg. Here's just $100 million figured out. All right, so Nate, who's your Academy Award nominees?
I don't know what Life is Beautiful is, but it sounds like it would get nominated.
Sure does.
That's gonna be my fallback if I don't see something really soon that gets me going.
It's about a Jewish waiter.
Funny Games is on here.
Yeah, the OG Funny Games. That one's fucked.
Yeah.
Ooh, Batman and Robin. That one did well.
Really?
No.
Yeah, no,
Cube was awesome. Wait, no, I didn't see the
wonder
Cube.
if Alien Resurrection maybe got some visual stuff.
It's always a good choice. You go Nate's or Jake's route and try to pick what's the animated movie that won?
Don't forget about Cube.
Cube, dude.
Yo.
Cube.
Okay, I'm not gonna hold this up. I'm just gonna go with Life is Beautiful. I had no idea what it is.
I think that's a really good choice.
Never seen it. Never heard of it.
It feels like a very Oscar-y movie.
Feels prestige-y.
Yes.
Yeah.
beautiful. Jake, Academy Award nominees.
I'm going down that prestige route,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never seen this movie, but I've seen it on lists.
Mm-hmm.
Kundun?
Excuse me?
Kundun.
Yeah, Kundun.
And it's about the Dalai Lama.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, was that with Ben Kingsley?
I don't know.
Did he play the Dalai Lama once, or did he play Mahatma Gandhi? I can't remember which one.
Let me see. Martin
This man
Scorsese.
playing the Mandarin and the Dalai Lama.
Yeah.
He played Gandhi.
Played Gandhi.
There is nobody remotely American in this movie.
Yeah.
But it was
Gandhi.
Martin Scorsese.
Oh, that's big.
Or he was in it at least. I don't know if he was. He played Gandhi.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna go with Donnie Brasco. That's one I've heard of. It feels like one that is just cool enough to get a nominee.
Is that the Donnie Darko sequel?
It is, yeah, it's the prequel. His dad, Brasco.
Oh.
Wait, really?
I saw it.
Really.
I thought it was Donnie Darko at first. And then I was like,
No, it's about like an FBI agent. You guys are insane. The most gullible group of people. I'm gonna get you to put antifreeze in a fucking IV drip soon.
Aw, sad.
I felt bad saying
it's completely believable that they would make a sequel and that we'd never hear of it because it was terrible.
Yeah, they probably actually did make a Donnie Darko sequel. Let's see. I think they did actually. There's a Donnie Darko.
I just listened to the.
S.
There was
Darko.
talk about it. I just listened to the Donnie Darko What Went Wrong,
There was like
which is
4.
admitting embarrassment because then I should have known that there wasn't a sequel.
S. Darko.
But they did talk. I remember them saying they talked about it. Like,
yeah, it's about the sister.
The filmmaker was not into it.
Nope, sure wasn't. It's S. Darko, the sister. They made it in 2009. I'm sure it was terrible.
Jesus.
Wait,
it was. Okay.
Letterboxd review, the highest reviewed. This one's interesting. I think we already took probably the winners out of here. What's a movie that everyone liked? Oh, okay. It could be one. I feel like there's a slam dunk in here that we're missing. But just based on what I think I know about movies, I'm gonna go with LA Confidential. I think people really like that movie.
Okay.
Jake?
I'm going to go with Princess Mononoke.
That's a great choice. People love that shit. How do you spell that? K-O-E?
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I'm surprised you didn't go with The Fifth Element.
I would have, just to see the reviews,
Mm-hmm.
but it's worth a bonus point if it's a top 250.
Oh, true. And Princess probably is.
Oh man, I'm not playing with strategy here at all.
Shocker. That's why you always get last, Nate.
I forgot about that part.
All right, Nate.
I'm not good at this.
Who's your top 250?
I was gonna say Princess Mononoke, so now I gotta look.
Shoot. What else do we have here? Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jackie Brown, the only Quentin Tarantino movie I haven't seen. Well, no, I haven't seen the Grindhouse ones either. Alien Resurrection, Liar
Liar, hold up.
Yes, it does. Tomorrow Never
I believe
Dies, G.I. Jane, Anaconda, the original, 7 Years in Tibet. That was a good one with Brad Pitt, I believe. All right, yeah, I saw that in like marketing class one time in high school. Don't know why. Face Off, that movie's incredible. Dude, you guys should. Have you seen Face Off?
I have seen it. I haven't
unbelievable.
Seen it super recently. Yeah.
Nick Cage pretending to be
Do you
John
know the
Travolta.
plot?
No.
So
a convict, an FBI agent or some kind of law enforcement agent swaps faces with a convict in jail in order to go undercover in his organization, and then the convict escapes and takes over his life.
Yeah. So like half the
And
movie,
it's Nick Cage and John Travolta.
half the movie, Nick Cage is
so
pretending to be John Travolta, and John Travolta is pretending to be Nick Cage. It is so fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
It is awesome.
Oh my god, Selena was 97.
Who's Selena?
The Texas singer, the like Tejana,
I don't know.
Mexican singer, but then she was shot.
Oh,
it's based on a true story.
Yeah. Okay.
You've never seen the Selena movie?
No, but now it rings a bell a little bit. Mouse Hunt. Kundun.
Yeah, she was going to be a huge pop star. She was on a meteoric rise, and then she was shot.
Damn, that sucks.
That does suck.
Who's that? Is that
I'm thinking Face Off.
J-Lo? Yeah, it is. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's on Netflix. All right, Nate. Who's your...
Yeah, give me Face Off.
Let's go. Now
Definitely not the top one.
Now I want your Letterboxd review count high.
Review count. I think I'm going with Starship Troopers.
Oh, that's a good choice.
That feels like a movie that gets a lot of...
Good one.
Yeah, a lot of meme reviews.
I like that. Jake.
I will go with what is up there for my favorite movies of all time, Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, great choice. The Fifth Element.
I just wanted to leave you with Fifth Element.
Yeah, we got
Thank you.
Jurassic Park, Last World. Feels like a lot of people are probably seeing that.
Is that Jurassic Park 1?
3.
2.
Whoa.
3, I believe.
Lost World.
Isn't it?
Lost
I don't know.
World.
I don't know.
I don't know
why I
either,
said.
Oh no,
it
is the second.
It
is the second one. You're right.
Hey, then I take it back. I was completely sure.
I knew it. And then Letterboxd review count low is the last one. This is pretty easy for me. I'm gonna go with hang on, let me find it again here. There's one that like I immediately saw and I was like, yep, that's my low.
I have 2 at least.
A Mortal Kombat movie came out.
Oh, bastard.
Yeah.
That's on my list.
Where is it? There it is. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the first one?
I think it's the second one.
There's a guy, I don't know if I've talked about him, who watches movies like Cosmonaut Variety Hour.
Okay.
And they did this, and they convinced me that, like, you know what? It's better than you think it is.
Damn.
Like, the first Mortal Kombat that's super dumb and cheesy, they're like, they basically, they made the case that, like, they knew it was fucking dumb, and they had fun with it. Like, and they show clips of, like, Johnny Cage saying the most ridiculous shit you can, like,
hell yeah.
It had to be satire. It's basically like watching it through their eyes made me like think, yes, it sounds pretty fun actually.
Nice.
It's a fun like dumb movie.
We love dumb movies here. It was the second one.
Speaking of dumb movies,
here we go.
for my pick, then I will take Batman and Robin.
Love that pick, dude. I love that movie. Go back and watch
I
it.
say that's got to have a decent amount of nostalgia. Like, it's dumb, but it's not dumb.
George Clooney's nipples on his batsuit.
Yeah.
Why? And then there's like the Batman back. There's like so many like stupid little, like Batman has a
Bat tools.
has a card. Like he has a credit card you can get. It's
The
ridiculous.
Bat credit card.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. All right, Nate.
Okay.
Finish her out.
All right, I was opening up, so I'm picking between Jungle to Jungle, the
Oh.
Tim Allen Disney movie.
Dude, that
which
movie
I think
rules.
some people might like, but I think it's fucking.
Yes.
I love that movie when I was a
gotta
kid.
be- yeah, I'm like, maybe people would like it. Anaconda,
Yep, the OG.
the original
Can
Anaconda.
you imagine telling like a Gen Z that Tim Allen was in a movie where he adopted an immigrant?
A white immigrant. But yeah, an immigrant. He made sure. He was also our Santa Claus, so we had a rough childhood.
Or I just randomly opened An American Werewolf in Paris.
That's a great
which
choice
appears
too.
to be a horror sequel to the like spooky comedy American Werewolf in London.
I also
This one, based on the poster, looks terrifying.
don't want to give you an answer, but the Spawn movie that came out that year is like notoriously dog shit,
Oh yeah,
and people really like to make fun of that one.
yeah.
It's gonna be good choices.
That'd be good for review count.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick An American Werewolf in Paris because it looks fucking dumb. I'm watching like a little trailer reel of it. It looks bad.
I love that.
It looks like like a bad attempt at making a jokey sequel.
What the fuck? All right. So this is where the rules of the game come into play. The box office for the year 1997. Titanic came out on December 19th.
Fuck.
That sucks.
No, come on.
That sucks.
Ooh.
That's how we always do it, Nate. It's by gross, not total
I
gross.
feel like you should get a calendar year.
You don't. Number one is Men in Black
Ugh.
with 250 million. But Nate, don't worry, you got number two.
This is like part of the problem too, because I knew that Titanic was a movie that like had legs, like it didn't immediately like go.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for it being December, I think it would have still been fine.
Yeah, you would have got first by a
Like-
lot. It would have been, yeah, you would have gotten first by like 300 million. Because it was the number one grossing movie ever when it came out.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, it was until Avatar.
James Cameron again. So yeah, Men in Black got
Bullshit.
first, then Lost World, Jurassic Park, then Liar Liar, Air Force One, Star Wars: A New Hope special edition just was in there. My Best Friend's Wedding, Titanic was number 7, then Face Off, Batman and Robin, George of the Jungle, Con Air, and then Hercules. So Nate gets 2
Ow.
points. How what?
Hercules.
Jake gets 3, I get 1. Okay, Nate, how do you feel?
This is clearly just exposing the flaws of the system.
I hate to tell you.
When you realize a game is broken, you don't stand with your stick with
It's
your guns.
crazy how that's the
You
rules
fix the game.
have always been, and it just finally bit somebody.
Again, like I think Titanic wasn't like we remember it. Like I don't think it was people were like, oh, this movie's gonna be epic when it came out.
I think it was.
But then like it got word of mouth and had groundswell.
I think it was big at the beginning.
Was it?
I think so, because it made 100 million in like 3 weeks. Because it came out December 12th.
Yeah, I wanna see you keep going.
Okay.
I wanna see Titanic first weekend versus second weekend.
Sure. Yeah. Contact had 0 Oscar nominations, so Nate's doing great.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling
That was a
about
tough one. That was a tough one. Boogie Nights.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it quick.
Go.
Titanic's second weekend grossed 35 million to its opening weekend 28 million.
Okay. So yeah, it grew. a
So
little bit.
it went up.
That's pretty good.
And I think it kept going up for a while.
That makes sense. Jake, Boogie Nights, 3 Oscar nominations. Pretty good.
Okay.
Including probably, what's his name? Mark Wahlberg's Dong. Probably got nominated. Luis Guzman's in that. No wonder you picked it.
That's why Jake picked it.
Yeah, Luis Guzman. Let's see. Good Will Hunting, I think probably had
AKA Alfred.
AKA Alfred. It won 2. It was nominated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 Oscars. I'll take that. So your boy got 3 on that one. I'm up to 4. Jake got 2. He's up to 5. And Nate's up to 3. Good job, Nate. Academy Award.
Wait, hold on. That was wins.
That was wins. You're right. Good Will Hunting had 3 wins.
Boogie Nights sweep it.
Boogie Nights had... I don't think it had any. Sorry, won 2 Oscars.
Oh.
Boogie Nights won 0. My bad. You're right. Good call. Boogie Nights 0. Good Will Hunting 2.
Jake's just trying to get me that point.
Yeah. So now we share a point.
All that happens is Nate gets 1 extra point. 4, 5, 4. Okay. Academy Award.
Thank you, Jake, for not letting Ben rob me of another point.
Nominations.
I genuinely disagree with the box office rule, but it is the rule.
It's how we've always done it. We can change it from now on if you want, Nate, but I mean, that's up to you. All right, Nate, Life is Beautiful. It was nominated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 Oscar nominations. It is in the top 250. It's even in the top 50, I believe. I think it was number 40. It's number 27. Wow, I've never heard of it.
Damn.
Condon. Jake's choice. Let's see how that one did.
It's the genre is comedy / war.
All right, good start.
That's an interesting.
You like can't find. Oh, there it is. Okay. Nominated for 4 Oscars. Wow, that's cool.
Okay,
not bad. Donnie Brasco. I'm gonna go with 0. Al Pacino and Johnny Depp nominated for 1 Oscar. God damn it. Okay. So Nate takes 3 there. He's up to 7. Jake takes 2. He's also up to 7. And I take 1. I'm up to 5. All right. Letterboxd review. First, we're going to look at Donnie. No, we did Donnie Brasco already. Let's check Face Off. Is Face Off in the top 250 movies of all time? It is not. Let's see what the people thought.
Bummer.
By the way, that anytime you see this movie, it is face / off.
Yep.
It is face / off.
It's hilarious. Face / off got 3.56 on the reviews.
Okay.
Let's look at some funny ones. I'm sure there are some. If my computer lets me click.
The top review is just so long.
It's loading. It's probably loading that whole review. Okay. While that's happening, let's look at Princess Mononoke.
Wait, this one. I want to take his face off. I think it's a direct quote from the movie.
Princess Mononoke does get the bonus points, number 83.
Easy.
My favorite about this film, and trust me, this is about Face Off, and trust me, I have a lot of favorite things about it, is that John Woo, who directed it, actually got Travolta to say the line, well, think about me, this nose, this hair, this ridiculous chin. Because it was Nick Cage. He was like pretending to be Nick Cage, pretending to be John Travolta. Please tell me what planet I'm on. That's another one from that. I can't count how many times we all said, if I was in this situation, I would just kill myself. Nick Cage saying I could eat a peach for hours seductively is the worst possible thing I could have heard in a post CMBYN world. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Did I just read something terrible? Oh, Call Me by Your Name. Okay. Okay, Princess Mononoke.
Oh, yeah, right below it. Invented peach sex innuendos before Call Me by Your Name had the fucking chance.
Wow. Princess Mononoke, 4.39. Holy shnikes. And the bonus point.
Big money.
Jesus, Jake. You were good on that one. I don't know much about this movie, so I don't know if these would be funny, but if I met a girl who was raised by wolves and hated me, I would also do a bunch of stupid shit to impress her.
Yeah.
Why everyone trying to kill the deer? God, he just chilling. Thinking about the 3 dead plants sitting in my apartment right now. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl, wolf. That's the other one. Nintendo really went and based the entirety of Breath of the Wild around this movie, huh? Pretty good. All right, I don't think I can beat it, but let's try. LA Confidential is not a good sign. In the top 250, bonus point for your boy. And the Letterboxd review is 4.08. You hate to see it. I get 3 points. Whoops, what do I have? 5? I have 8.
5.
Jake gets 4 points, now at 11, and Nate gets 1 point, now at 8. I don't know anything about LA Confidential.
You said it was in the. You said, oh, was it not in the top?
It sure wasn't.
Oh wait,
Face Off? No.
No, it was not.
no, sorry, I'm confused because you were saying that Life is Beautiful is in the top for. even though it
Yes.
doesn't
I
matter.
did, yes.
He said that just to
really turn the
Yeah,
give you
dice.
false hope.
Make
Yeah.
me feel even worse.
Well, let's keep it going. Let's look at Starship Troopers. Letterboxd review count. I think
I'm
this
feeling good
is
about
going to
this
be pretty
one.
high, yeah.
I feel like this is a good category for Nate.
297,000. That does not seem like a lot.
That's not very high.
It's not very high, but I don't think any of our movies are going to be crazy high.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Like, again, I think this is such a top-heavy year, unfortunately.
Yes.
Let's see. Starship Troopers reviews. No one will ever sneak a film of this size through the studio system ever again. Starship Troopers is quite possibly the most brilliant movie disguised as a dumb movie ever made. To be fair, you have to be very high. You have to have a very high IQ to understand Starship Troopers. That's good. Okay, Fifth Element. Let's check that out. Jake's favorite? Top 3 at least, right?
It's up there. It's
Yeah.
up there.
463,000. Damn, Jake's so good at this game.
Feels right.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
460. He just has a pulse. His finger on the pulse, you know? He knows people.
1997 cinema.
Ruby Rod is number 1. I demand more screen time for the Gautlier McDonald's girl. Multi-pass. There's like 4 or 5 people that deliver
Multi-pass.
the performance of a lifetime here, and a couple of them are Chris Tucker. It's really good. And Jurassic Park Lost World. What do we got? We have 528,000
Damn.
to bring it up to number 1. Do you know what the number 1 reason I picked it? Jeff motherfucking Goldblum, baby. Who doesn't want to talk about Jeff Goldblum?
Very
So
true.
I got 3 points. I'm up to 11. Jake got 2 points. He's up to 13. And Nate got 1. He's up to 9. Keeping it close for that last round. Let's quick take a look at the reviews of The Lost World Jurassic Park. The cut from the woman screaming to Malcolm yawning is the greatest thing Spielberg has ever done. Here we go. For one brief shining moment, Hollywood stood in agreement and said, yes, we believe Jeff Goldblum is the next great action star. Why would you idiots go back to that island?
There's got to be something about the raptor saying Alan.
Alan. Oh, yeah, that's right at the beginning, isn't
That's
it?
what I think of.
God, that's so stupid.
Yes.
Alan. Is it the spoiler one? I want to know how high you have to be to think that a scene where a kid kickflips a velociraptor to death is what should be in your movie. Bravo, Spielberg. Love it. Yeah, nothing about the initial scene there. That's interesting. Okay.
Alan. I think about that all the time.
Alan. Letterboxd review low. Nate's Hail Mary throw. An American Werewolf in Paris. 1997. 2.27. That is pretty low, I gotta say. Let's see if there's any good ones here. This is not my go-to movie about an American werewolf who goes to Europe and falls in love with Julie Delpy. So apparently this one. For thousands wondering why this...
American Werewolf in London's a pretty famous and reasonably popular movie.
Even worse than I was expecting. Damn, that's it. Don't you just love when the soundtrack is better than the movie? Yikes. That's a good pick, Nate. Jake's pick, which is one of my personal favorites, Batman and Robin. I grew up with that movie, man. That movie. Oh my fucking god. 1.92.
I'm so mad.
Jesus
This is so
Christ. These reviews have to be just scathing.
It's got Mr. Freeze.
Do not.
I've never seen this one. I was just going by the low IMDb scores I had on that list.
Looks like you're on ice. Mr. Freeze to his dying wife.
It seems like a movie that's fun to make fun of.
Yes.
Oh god.
It is, absolutely.
It is.
Like, I'm not shocked that there's going to be a ton of reviews making fun of this movie, but I'm shocked it's so low on the review.
Mm-hmm. Me and my mates.
Heterosexuality ruined the superhero movie.
So many of them are about how like homosexual this movie is. Me and my mates decided to take a shot every time Mr. Freeze dropped an ice-related pun. It didn't end well. You either die the Dark Knight or live long enough to see yourself become Batman or Robin. So good. Yeah, that's really good. I don't know if I can beat that, to be honest. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Would have been my pick.
Yeah. Well, it got a solid 1.53 by the skin on my chinny chin chin. I don't think it's enough, though. I have now 14. Jay got 2 points to just eke it out to 15. And Nate showed up. He got 10.
Double digits.
He got, yeah, that's right. Double digits, baby. Let's look at the reviews here. This is by the absolute loosest understanding of the word a movie. I really need to find better ways to spend my Saturday nights. I don't want to tell tales out of school, but this movie isn't entirely coherent. This actually looks like a porn parody of Mortal Kombat.
Oh no.
All right, Jake. You're the king of 1997. Well, we're going to start putting like trophies together of all the years that you win, and then we'll use that for something down the road.
Yeah, this is my game.
This is really yeah, you're crushing it.
Of the podcast games, this is my wheelhouse.
I keep coming back to it. It's just fun, you know. It's a good one.
It is fun. We're gonna run out of years though. That's what makes me sad.
Well, we can do like 100. That's like what, 2 more years? Podcast, we'll be right. Oh shit, we are
right. But, yeah, well, we're not gonna be able to do like 78.
Yeah, that's true. We'll have to switch up the categories maybe.
Why not?
Find some new categories.
I feel like you'll be even more adamant. Like part of the reason is because you're just logicking yourself into things where movies you haven't seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's just like the trivia. The least you know, the better. Like we outthought Titanic, and sure enough, it was not number one.
Don't try to make excuses.
I am just playing by the rules. Do you want to switch the rules next time? So it's overall. We can do it right now. We can say
I don't,
because there is a list
like overall versus like a year or something. So because
it's movies released.
Feel like it wouldn't be that hard to get info on the initial box office run of a movie.
So here's what I can do on the Box Office Mojo website, which is what I use. I just click on the year 1997, and it's listed by who it was the best in that year. They also have total next to that, so I can just go by total, and that'll give us what the actual number one was for any movie released that year. So we can do that instead if you want, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, thanks for listening to our episode today. I'd like to thank my guests, Nate and Jake, for joining me as always. If you're new here, you can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. If you do listen on Apple Podcasts, please leave us a review. If you're watching, hey, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@rumandcinema. And as always, we're going to leave you with something to watch next. I have been on a John Candy kick lately. I love John Candy. I have not seen the documentary yet, but
that's my question.
I think I'm going to cry my eyes out, so I'm waiting. But Uncle Buck was on TV the other day, and I just sat and watched the whole thing, and goddamn if that movie isn't excellent. Amazon Prime has it. It's Macaulay Culkin early. It's John Candy. It's incredibly heartwarming, funny, everything. And Aunt Gladys is in the movie. So you can see Little Weapons preview. She's Uncle Buck's love interest. But just such a heartwarming, lovable movie and a lovable man. And yeah, Uncle Buck. Give it a shot.
Nice.
Who wants to go next?
I saw on Halloween The Black Phone 2.
Oh. That's streaming like
I
next
also
week.
saw Halloween The Black Phone because I had never seen that. So I watched The Black Phone on streaming and then went to the movie theater to watch The Black Phone too.
What'd you think?
Great movies.
Yeah.
I genuinely liked them. Definitely, I don't know. It's in that wheelhouse of it's okay. So for The Black Phone specifically, very much in that wheelhouse of it's less of a horror than it is a mystery in a horror setting,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
The Black Phone 2, a little less so,
Okay.
right? It happens all the time. You have horror movie, and then you have horror movie, the sequel. The sequel is a little campier, right?
Oh yeah, they go a little more over the edge.
It's definitely the case here, but it's still fun. It's still, I don't know. It carries with it the spirit of The Black Phone 1. Even though it's not as good, it's still worth a watch if you like the original. Also, I don't know if you saw the lead in The Black Phone and The Black Phone 2, Mason Thames.
Mm-hmm.
Hits 3 #1 box office movies in a calendar year.
Whoa.
A feat that hasn't been done since Jim Carrey in, I can't remember what year.
Probably like whatever year The Mask came out or Ace Ventura or something. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was The Mask.
Yeah. That's awesome.
The Mask.
Yep.
Ace Ventura.
Bruce Almighty?
That's not the same year as The Mask. The Mask was like 94. We'll figure it out. But yeah, The Black Phone 2 is good.
I don't need to recommend that.
Oh, okay. Go watch The Mask. It's a good movie.
Go watch The Mask.
Yeah.
We finished Black Rabbit. It's really good.
Yeah.
Still, stand by it. Sorry. It was Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber.
Nice.
I got 2 of them. All right. Good.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I think. Oh, you know what? It was. Again, I'm doing free advertisement for this other podcast. The what went wrong about not even about the movie, the sequel to Bruce Almighty.
Evan Almighty.
Evan Almighty. They got into a tangent talking about Jim Carrey and how he could like do no box office wrong, and talked about that year where he had like
nice.
Exact feat that Jake was describing.
That's sick.
The top box office.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, Black Rabbit ends. It's a sad ending. I think you probably see that coming if you watch it at all.
Sure.
Not much of a spoiler. But yeah, it's really good. It holds up. It's over. It's just a mini series. It was awesome.
Nice. That's great. Netflix, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Man, what a good time. We went back to 1997. We hung out with Bugonia for a long time, and we liked it more than we thought. And we always knew this, but we love all of you. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your rum. Enjoy your cinema.